Hello and welcome to another Nikke video. The first year anniversary livestream has already come and went, bringing in lots of new info and goodies for all players. I'll be recapping the whole event, since I know not everyone has time to watch the livestream. Please leave a like and a sub, and I hope you enjoy the video. The event starts by having us be in a train overseeing a 3D render of the outpost. Upon arriving, we are greeted by a large number of Nikkes and eventually having Anise and Shifty lead us into the main area where the presentation will take place. They quickly talk about the things that have happened in the first year of the game, followed by the itinerary. I had originally thought the CEO's speech was going to be shiftup CEO, but no, it was the CEOs for the game. So Mustang, Ingrid, and everyone's favorite Syuen, as well as Anderson for some reason. They are giving an annual battle report that shows how each manufacturer has fared in the game, from how many Nikkes were released, who was the most popular, and other miscellaneous things per manufacturer. I'm not sure who they are going to be putting as a stand-in for Missilis' CEO next year. I'm not going to give any spoilers here, but let's say she chose a different career.
In the past year, there were 36 Tetra Nikkes who accompanied Commander in battle and in their daily lives as well, with a deployment rate of 73.9%. Tetra is Leon's entertainment giant, and our Nikkes specialize in providing Commander with sweet companionship every day. Among them, there's on Star with the highest average ball with Commander, Tetra's STAR! Her name is Block! There's also Alice with the most counseling sessions and Alice with the most gifts. It's Trevion! Moi, personally, I provided VIP care service for 22,066,226 Nikkes in the past year. This magic that makes the girls glamorous is super popular in the art. Everybody keep giving love and receiving love in the coming year. So one day, the world will be filled with love. So, in the new year, everybody make sure to entertain us!
Hello, I'm Ingrid. I'll cut to the chase and share the tactical data accumulated by Elysion over the past year. This year, we manufactured 26 models of Nikkes and achieved a deployment rate of 70.4%. Elysion's Nikke troops participated in 6,886, 768, 260 battles in total, and inflicting 437, 155, 280, 1522, 800 damage altogether. Among them, the achievements of Privity are most tactical. From the information I provided, you'll notice that Elysion's performance this year was very tactical. That leaves us with a question. How many times have I said the word tactical so far? The answer is 0. The word tactical is not important. Tactical is only truly tactical when it's inconspicuous like breathing. It is no longer tactical from the moment it is perceived.
Long time no see. Let me share the Pilgrim battle logs investigated by the central government. Although I'm not sure why I'm tasked to share the Pilgrim's information. Just give it a listen, I guess. A total of 9 Pilgrims joined 5,501,949,316 battles this year, with a deployment rate of 72.5%. Among them, Modernia made the most appearances. Modernia also had a brilliant performance in most battles. She truly lives up to her name as Pilgrim. I shall end the report here. You've been through a lot in your first year in office. You went through tons of things that most commanders may never experience in their lifetime. Even so, you managed to overcome them and survived. That's all for today. I have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Why'd they call me here for some useless annual summary? So Missilis is the best, anyway. Well, Missilis produced 24 Nikkes this year. Deployment rate is 78.1%. Impressive, right? As you all know, Missilis is the indisputable central core of the Ark. So you must show more respect toward me, the soul of Missilis. And since I'm already here, let me bring this up. There are people who've been calling us Missilis. If anyone dares to say Missilis in front of me, I'll sue you right away. So go figure it out yourself. Understand? That's it for Missilis's report. Darn it.
Also, our own battle report will be arriving at a later date. Next, they move to the questions asked to specific Nikkes. Not all of the questions were important, but it was nice being able to hear more of the lore and also seeing another side of your favorite Nikkes.
I wish to cleave some fruit, but find myself in want of a suitable blade. So it has come to pass that I am bereft of any snacks to accompany my drinking. One should not wield the blade as fine as fleetly fading whilst inebriated. My lord, I have known you for over a year now, but I cannot drop by whenever I want. My spirits are low, yet my cup also runneth over, for I am drinking alone tonight. Alas, I still find myself deprived of any snack. Good heavens, I do believe the spirits are affecting me. Oh, please convey a message to my lord for me. Ignorance is bliss, so take a lesson from the fool and live happily. Wishing you good health and happiness.
I'm Dorothy. Although I'm not sure if we're close enough for me to answer such a personal question, given the special occasion, I'll give it a try. You're asking about the principle behind the clothes changing during combat, correct? This involves an extended equipment known as PINA, which utilizes Eden's technology. Usually, it's stored in a minimized state within the clothing and opens up when necessary. When opened, it adopts a state akin to paper, swiftly reacting with the surrounding oxygen to activate its functions. As for its functions, well, aside from heat dissipation, there's nothing particularly special about it. Why go through all this trouble, you ask? Well, it's because it not only looks appealing, but also bolsters determination. Anyway, that's all I'll reveal for now. I'll take my leave. You've worked hard over the past year. Congratulations.
This is Rapi. First and foremost, happy 1-year anniversary. Thank you for surviving so well up until this point. Your question is about a joke, huh? This is something recent. The commander wore his shoes on the wrong feet. Neon, after seeing it, said, "Master, when you walk, your left arm and left leg move forward together. It's so funny." This incident appears to be the most comical one I can recall. I think I let out a chuckle. I apologize. I'm not very used to this kind of thing. I can't believe I'm saying this in the 1-year anniversary event. I'm sorry once again. I'll hang up now.
Recommend some books to the library? If you suddenly call me and ask such a question. Wait a moment. Outpost's library has plenty of books. Let me check. The book titled, "That's How I Walk Along the Beach" is quite good. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's a marvelous book that intricately connects the ebb and flow of the seaside with the protagonist's state of mind. So I've read it more than twice. You could say it's a masterpiece. Additionally, this book offers a unique interpretation. High tide signifies the incoming waves, while low tide symbolizes the receding waters, doesn't it? Thus, it relates this to men and women.
Neon here! I've picked up the phone. My thoughts as a spy, you say? To my surprise, it's been much easier than I imagined. It seems like no one pays attention to whatever I do. Perhaps I'm a natural-born spy with innate talents? Henceforth, I'll continue to carry out my duties as a spy with diligence. Over the past year, Master has certainly worked hard, but it's also been a very rewarding year for me as a spy. So let's celebrate together. Happy anniversary!
Hey, this is Kaylee.
After that, they have the voice actress of Rapi, Anise, and Neon talk about their characters and even give their favorite voice lines to voice live.
I remember the part when Syuen comes in and tries to give the commander so much crap about the place being a mess. It's like, clean this up! And Rapi just turns to the commander and then just kicks her in the gut super hard. And then she's just like, I'm sorry. I did not recognize her. I thought she was an intruder.
So there's been so many lines that I can't really remember like my favorite one, but my favorite one from the recent update that I recorded was this one for the summer one. Shower in the sea, shower in the sea, shower in the sea.
Some of my favorite lines are, yes, I believe I'm a spy. Geez, this is gonna be like finding a needle in an ocean. And firepower!
They give us our first CD key of the event, so make sure to redeem these resources if you haven't done so yet. Now, they give us a glimpse of the new content that is coming to the game at the start of November. I'll be combining all the appropriate information to their own sections to make it easier for you guys. They gave us a new PV of what happened to Nihilister at the end of chapter 24, and a few familiar pilgrims.
Why don't you just put me out of my misery?
We are the Noble White Knight Squad.
I never abandon my subjects, no matter what. We could all go back to the past. Back to when we were on top of the world.
They follow this up by introducing the new story called Red Ash, which follows the events of the past towards the mid to late stages of the first Rapture invasion and the Goddess Squad.
I knew this was coming, so I was mentally prepared. Being alone has been my reality all along. It's like things just circled back to where they started. I used to be nothing more than a street thug. And now here I am, the goddess of victory. Lilywise, the leader of Goddess Squad. She's the most trustworthy and also the most intimidating person. Scarlet, the genius sorts person who can slay anything in this world. But she's still not quite on my level. Dorothy, an arrogant, cold young lady. But there's hardly anyone easier to get along with. Rapunzel, a warm and considerate saint. However, she conceals a dangerous side of her. Snow White, a weapon development specialist. The girl I care about most. Let's head back. Let's go back and fight together. Get out of my way! I've got things to do. Have you been waiting for long? Come on! This is the last battle! Let's go back. Back to our home.
No information is given yet on who the mysterious character in white with the huge bazongas and a killer light show is, so hope you are excited to see her in-game when this update is released. It's followed by showing us the 2 new obtainable Nikkes being introduced, Red Hood and Snow White Innocent Days, which the community dubbed Lolly Snow White. First up is Red Hood, and a quick preview of her kit and burst animation, with the surprise being is that she has 3 bursts, and I will go into this more in depth in a different video. Next up is Snow White Innocent Days, and they show a preview of her kit and burst as well. Her burst gives infinite ammo, and again, I'll go over her kit in a different video. Here is the main theme for Red Ash, and looks like it's another banger. Showing us a new event map that takes place on top of a giant flying carrier and the main operation hub of the Goddess Squad. They also showed off 2 new costumes, one for Dorothy called Nostalgia and the other for Harran called Banquet Witch. Dorothy's costume is going to be the first anniversary costume gacha, which, if you have good luck, will cost you at minimum $20 to a maximum of $60. Next up is Harran's costume, which will be part of the first year anniversary pass, which is pretty similar to a monthly pass. A brand new minigame called Memory of Goddess is being introduced. The gameplay for it looks extremely similar to a game called Vampire Savior or HoloCure, so if you enjoyed either of those games, you will be in for a treat with this minigame. There will be 6 playable characters, with Snow White being unlocked by default, using crown currency to unlock the others. The characters that are present are Snow White, Dorothy, Scarlet, Rapunzel, Red Hood, and there is a character that looks similar to Red Hood, and I'm assuming it's her powered up form. We will know for sure once the game is released. Each character looks like they have their own appropriate weapons, but they do not show them all. There will be multiple stages going by the dots. It is 6 stages, and you will be able to ramp up the difficulty all the way to 12 stars. The harder the difficulty, the better the rewards. Then they introduced 2 new chapters, 25 and 26. Chapter 25 looks like it takes place in a battle-ridden city with a huge crater in the center. Buildings crumbling and flooding is also shown. Chapter 26 looks like it takes place in either Iowa or Kansas. Lots of cornfields are shown with flags showing their pride in growing corn. A new Tyrant class Rapture that's called Ultra is ready to be taken down at the end of Chapter 26. It looks very insect-like, sporting wings to increase its mobility while also being able to spew toxin and poison areas in its wake, having many legs keeping its massive size up, with some very thick spiky armor and giant mandibles ready to chew up any unfortunate opponent in its way. There is also gigantic organic pulsating sacs on its side. Next, they show a makeover for the Outpost with lots of new 1-year anniversary decoration. Such a shame that the Halloween decorations will be leaving so soon. Now, they go into some update optimizations. If I'm reading this correctly, looks like Full Burst is here to stay for every weekend now, which should have happened permanently this whole time in my opinion. They increased the daily Outpost defense claim timer. They now give you a week to claim your Outpost accumulation. Anything that passes 12 hours now goes into access storage that you can claim at any time, which is a very welcome addition to the game. Next, they show a preview of the pickup character trial in the shooting range. So any Nikkes you weren't able to obtain can now be tested and used in the shooting range. Not sure what those red flags with the 3 out of 3 underneath the Nikke icon mean. Possibly means having 3 tries with them, or maybe borrowing other players' Nikkes? Yeah, not sure for now. Looks like returning players will be getting an exclusive experience that they did not elaborate further on. They also show they added 2 new stages to the Lost Sector. Stage 18 which you must complete Chapter 25 to access, and EX6, which you need to beat Chapter 26 to access. The main tribe tower also has levels added. Now you can access stage 450. This is more for whales since normal players will not be this high. Skill resets are back, but unfortunately it will again be only for a limited time. They will most likely give us 3 and will only be open for about a week or 2. So make sure to use them, or don't, and wait till you're able to skill reset another time. They have an interview with the musicians who compose the soundtrack, Erland and Agnet, and ask for their thoughts on the game and their collaboration with the event.
They already had quite a few ideas what they wanted for the song, so they sent us some music and some ideas that we could start to play around with. And we tried to make this thing into our own. We developed something that now really feel like it could represent both the Nikke and the GR sound combined together. So it was a lot of fun. It really was a great creative process.
Just that you like the song and that you feel that it represents Red Hood as a character in a proper way?
We wanted to create something that was a positive add-on for her and for the whole, the Nikke community as a whole. It's been a really fun process. It's been creatively challenging. It's been great collaboration with the Nikke team. So yeah, it was fun. I hope we can do it again sometime.
Oh yes.
Try to get some more color into the cheerless and wild.
Yeah.
Fearless and wild.
Yeah.
Grinning face, fearless and wild.
Yeah, that's fun. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I like it.
Next up, they have an interview with the voice actresses of Red Hood and Snow White, giving their thoughts on their characters and on the 1-year anniversary.
I'm excited for Red Hood to have her place in this world for the 1-year anniversary, and I hope you all enjoy her as much as I have.
On the occasion of Nikke's 1-year anniversary, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the incredible fans out there. Your unwavering support has been the driving force behind the success and growth of this remarkable game. And I'm truly excited to see where this expansive universe takes us next. I can't wait to continue this incredible journey together with all of you. Here's to many more years of adventure and excitement. See ya. Happy 1-year anniversary to Goddess of Victory, Nikke. See you next year.
Now, they go into the dev interviews. The devs are the director of Nikke, scenario team leader, 3D art team leader, background monster deputy team leader, sound director, and the spine team leader. The interviews are very lengthy, so I'll go ahead and summarize it. They are overjoyed with all the love they are receiving on their work on Nikke. It has given them strength to continue to work harder on the game and not only meet our expectations, but to shatter them. Over 140 Raptures were created during the first year of Nikke, and they had hope that there weren't a few that we couldn't beat. So they are determined to create even more difficult Raptures to see what strategies the players can come up with and show more love for the game. They also mentioned that backgrounds at the start of development weren't the best. They were mostly flat and 2D. They knew they had to improve that aspect to give players a better gameplay experience. They have been working non-stop to increase the quality of the game, from the soundtracks that Cosmograph has produced to the characters that have been created in the game. They show a room that is filled with many kind words and drawings that players have sent them. Our passion and love for Nikke, and sometimes they feel they aren't worthy of receiving so much praise. Having so many people give them adoration has motivated them to keep going and not disappoint us. They also talk about future content that can possibly come to the game. They feel like they need to include a search bar in the Nikke page, since the game is really starting to balloon with units. They do have an open mind about adding other types of weapons. They just need to do more R&D on this topic, but they are willing to do it. As for weapon sounds, they do use a bass sound for that weapon, and the new weapons have more of a sci-fi inclusion, whereas the older weapons have close to a normal sounding gun. The Rapture developer loves all the Raptures and think they are adorable. He wants to create more complex and 3D Raptures like the train in the future. They give a bit of lore and show how much time has passed since the first Rapture invasion and our current story, which is over 100 years. They clarify a bit where the outpost actually is, and it's below the surface and the Ark is below the outpost. Everything around the outpost is pretty much a display screen controlled by Enoch. Next, they go into how they design Nikkes. Pretty much after the initial drawings are done, they discuss how the character is going to move and what features they want to focus on while not losing its essence, making sure that everything that is being presented has a purpose and place. They use a lot of references to ensure that a character gives off a 3D feeling despite being 2D. Luckily, they have a gun nut on their team, and they make sure to get their input on the weapons and reloads. Next, they go into one of the complaints players have regarding skill up books and getting an increase. They do not want to just increase the difficulty of the current simulation room and want to focus on giving us a different experience he dubs Simulation Room 2.0. They are still finalizing this and will give more information at a later date. Furthermore, they go into lost relics and how players are not having a fun experience searching for them. They enjoy the idea of exploring to find them, but they have noticed players are feeling stressed about it, since they are sometimes difficult to find. They are experimenting with different methods of finding them, even mentioning a device that will help us. They are still brainstorming things that will benefit the player on finding those items and making it easier for us. They will elaborate this further at a later date. Lastly, all the developers give their final greeting. They thank us again for all the love we have given them, and they will work hard to not disappoint us. They will continue to improve the game in many different aspects and hope we enjoy the first year anniversary. Finally, they talk about the future plans for the franchise. They will be bringing back Miracle Snow fully dubbed with some new PV animations. This is a fantastic event that will really pull on your heartstrings. For those new players that haven't experienced this event, you are in for a treat. Some cool new sticker animations that will not be put in the game for some reason. More IRL events are taking place, and if you are close to one of these, why not attend one and get some cool merch? Rapi gets a cute Nendroid figure, and Modernia gets a posable figure. Another global creator contest has begun that lasts until the end of the year, so give it a try and win some pretty cool rewards. They also revealed that Shifty got the highest placement in the NPC category. Shifty is the best. Now, we get the Giga Chat himself, Mustang, showing us his chat stride.
Everybody, stay in the table! Come on, just dance with me!
Next, they absolutely outdid themselves with just how much pulls they are giving us from this event. They are giving us 106 pulls, 60 advanced recruit vouchers, 25 regular recruit vouchers, and 21 free Red Hood pulls. Those Red Hood pulls are going to work like they did for Dorothy on the half anniversary, where you get one pull for free every day, totaling 21 days. So no resources will be used for those pulls. What they don't show on here is that we got 10 more advanced recruit vouchers thanks to us reaching 10K viewers for the live stream. And they are also giving us an extra advanced recruit voucher every day till November 3rd, which is 8 extra vouchers total. So, with the 106 from the image, 10 from the live stream, and 8 from the Twitter countdown, this is a total of 124 advanced vouchers. Yes, you heard that right, 124. They also gave us a free frame that has Enoch on it. a first present filled with unknown rewards, and a free MLB Pilgrim, Lolly Snow White. Yes, as long as you complete the event and log into Claimer, a lot of players will now have a Pilgrim in their roster. How well she will be is still to be determined. Next, they show off a cool image of the Goddess Squad being congratulated by everyone and showing the event will start on November 2nd. Lastly, Rapi briefly interrupts to tell us about their big surprise to the commander.
See, and Commander, I apologize for startling you. I'm Rapi. We had to interrupt the first anniversary live broadcast. Actually, Counters has been preparing a first anniversary surprise for Commander for a long time. If you don't mind, please have a look at it. We prepared this with grateful hearts, so we hope you like it. How was it, Commander? Since the half anniversary, Counters has been thinking of how to cheer you up. After countless trials and errors, we finally came up with today's surprise. Neon and Anise have been making lots of preparations. Neon wants to show you the legendary firepower today, while Anise wants to give you an unforgettable day. Of course, I participated too. We're really happy to be able to meet you and fight alongside you. I hope these precious days we spend with you will never end. We not only want to celebrate the first anniversary with you, but also the second, the third, and the ones after that. So, we'll count on you in the future as well, Commander.
Do not forget to redeem the second and last CD key for this event, First Anniversary with You. Alright, that is about it. Hope you enjoyed this recap of the 1-year anniversary, and I wanted to produce a condensed version of it. I want to thank everyone that is playing the game and showing their love of Nikke. I also want to thank everyone who has watched my content. I did not expect this many people to enjoy the videos I produce, and I really appreciate everyone who has liked and subscribed to me, and I hope to continue to produce Nikke content for you guys. Plenty of pools are being given away for free, so everyone should have a really strong chance to get Red Hood. If not, you will at least be close to getting a golden ticket and obtaining her that way. So I wish everyone good luck on their pools. Please leave a like and a sub if you happen to enjoy the video. I'm Scrublord, and I'll see you in the next video.
Firepower!